Did you know that 319 million people in sub-Saharan Africa do not have access to reliable drinking water sources? One child dies every single minute because of water-related diseases. These are more deaths than HIV, AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis combined. Only 1.5% of home births in developing countries involve safe water, proper sanitation, and hygiene. Women and children have to walk around 3.7 miles every single day to collect water, which may not even be clean. Education is lost because of collecting water and because of water-related diseases. I was then wondering what Mr. Dodd, a Global Issues and Action teacher, Mr. Myers, a service learning instructor, and Miss Mary Bell, a nurse who went to Tanzania, thought about the water crisis in Africa.
I think that it's a real tragedy, and to see the people of Africa suffering because they have no water, basic need in life, is a modern day tragedy.
I think honestly the water scarcity is a ongoing and increasing problem, not just in Africa, but really around the entire world. The reason Africa seems to be mostly hit is the fact that Africa has, by international standards, kind of a lower infrastructure ability to deal with water pressures and things like that. So what ends up happening is it will adversely affect that region more because it doesn't have the capacity to work around it.
What did they think was the cause of this crisis?
Another sign of climate change, that the severe weather you see in other parts of the world are just showing up in Africa in the form of drought and therefore a shortage of water. I wonder also if it's a lack of technology. I am familiar with some social causes that are drilling wells in areas like the South Sudan to find water for them, and they find it. So I'm not sure what the issue is, and would be interested in finding exactly what could we do to solve the problem.
I was then wondering what ASD students should do to take action.
Two things in particular. One is to focus very much on the awareness issue. So on a personal scale, you can do what you can to kind of save water on a grander scale, because in the end, water is water, and you got to make sure that you're not wasting. For a more specific element, is you can certainly support organizations that help in the building of wells, for example, or you can support organizations on the ground that support programs for infrastructure for water works and water access throughout Africa or around the world.
Frankly, students should be updated, especially with the water conservation, being updated and also helping the community. You know, when you've learned that there's something, help out, because helping is the best.
When I get to where they were going, the water didn't look good at all. So I was really sad that it seemed to be not a lack of water, but a lack of drinkable water. And they need to drill wells and provide a way of getting the water from wherever it is to the people, so they don't have to walk for 2 hours to get water.
I wanted to know what the Long Walk for Water at ASD is.
Okay, Walk for Water at ASD is an annual event that takes place organized by GIN, Global Issues Network, and essentially it's an awareness program to focus on water scarcity as an issue, and not only that, but focus also on the social elements of people having to walk to water sources, often for many, many hours a day, which of course will affect, in particular, girls being able to go to school, and of course adversely affects communities in that way because they don't have access to education. We've worked with an organization called Water for South Sudan, which builds wells essentially in areas that typically wouldn't have a lot of options for potable water.
I wanted to know what Miss Maribel thought about the Africans carrying water in Tanzania.
I did the same thing, but not as far as they got. And they have to put it on their head and then travel very far. Frankly, you feel a little bit, not pity, but sad.
I was then wondering what ASD students did in Tanzania to help out.
They help the projects, like we help build the school, and we also help fetch the water, especially when they're trying to do the cement for building, putting the bricks. We have a lot.
Lots to do. Raise money, go and educate the people, and find technical solutions.
Imagine putting a smile on someone's face because you're saving their life and their whole village's life. Everyone in the world should have access to clean and safe water. The 1 billion people in Africa don't have to keep on suffering. They deserve to be educated and get the health that we all deserve. If you want to save lives and make it accessible for them to have clean water, you should take action now. Every drop counts.